Welcome to Land the House. I'm Seth. In this video, I install the FLEXIMOUNT 2-foot by 4-foot 2-pack wall mount shelf. So if you need some shelving for your shop or garage, then continue watching. Let me show you what comes in this box here. There are 4 metal frames that are 1 foot by 4 foot, and that's the actual shelving unit that you'll be installing on top of the brackets. And those brackets, there are 4 of them. I'll show those to you real quick, and they look like this right here. So it's got these 3 notches right here which hold the metal wire shelf in, and then it's got the 90-degree bend over here, and that's what goes on the wall. It's actually quite a simple install. I've installed a couple of these before. There are 2 bags that have some hardware in here. So you've got some washers, some anchors for, I guess, sheetrock or concrete if you had to have them. And then over here are those lag bolts. And then in this bag right here, it's got a couple of Velcro straps, and those will go around the metal frame and hold the wire from scooting back and forth. And there's also a little bubble level, and that helps you to use this template, which is right here. So this right here is a template that has 18-inch, 24-inch, and 32-inch holes, and it's got the correct spacing up here. And the bubble level is designed to go into that little rectangular hole right there and help you find level. So we should be able to use that at some point today. And then the last thing in the box is the instruction booklet. Basically, all you have to have is a 3/16 drill bit with a drill, and then I'm using an impact driver to put those lag bolts in. And the size I need here is a 13 on my socket. So anyway, let's step over here to the wall and get these installed. The first FLEXIMOUNT shelf that I'm going to install is going to go right here, and I'm hoping I can match my other shelf height and just come straight out here 4 foot. So I'm going to use my 2 studs on the side of my window for my mount. So let's go ahead and get this installed right here. Now, taking a look at my studs here, these are not 18, 24, or 36 inch apart because of the spacing of my window, which means I can't use any of the dedicated holes as they were intended. But FLEXIMOUNT shelving is quite flexible, and so I can actually just use these far holes over here and then this middle set of holes and be just fine. So I'm going to go up a little bit higher than my other shelf, I believe. Put the template on the wall, check out my bubble level here on the template, and then use a pencil to hopefully make those marks. And I'm going to use the top and bottom holes on both of these. Using a 3/16 drill bit, I'm going to drill into my studs. I'm going to move over here and do the same, where I'm just drilling into the stud. Next, I'm going to open up this bag of hardware. I need to pull out 4 of those lag bolts. And on the other side, it's got the washers. I need to pull 4 of those out as well. And like I said before, I've got a size 13 socket, and that's going to fit my lag bolt right there. So what I'm going to want to do is take one of my brackets, put a washer over the lag bolt, and then go into that just like that right there. Let's go ahead and put this up on the wall. So I'm just going to use my impact driver here. Now you can certainly use a regular socket set, but I like the impact driver. I'm not going to tighten that top one down all the way yet because I want to put the lower one in here before I tighten it. Second bracket goes up just the same. I'm going to take my impact driver with socket on there. Not going to tighten it down all the way yet until I get the lower one on. Now that I have the bracket installed, it's time to put the wire shelving in. I like how this is packaged. You get two 2-foot by 4-foot shelves, and the box is only 1 foot by 4 foot. And so I just have to put these two together to make the 2 foot by 4 foot. So I've got the 2 metal shelving, and then I need to have 4 of these Velcro straps, and that's going to prevent the wire rack from scooting around once it's up on the brackets. If you take a look at the bracket, you'll notice that the middle one has this L-shaped notch into it, and that means you have to put the front shelf on first. So let me set this in here. So you just set it down where you want it, and it will slide forward in that little gap, and then you can put your second shelf in the back, and that little notch just prevents the front shelf from being able to pop out and slide off. It's really quite a genius little design. So get that lined up where I want it. I think that's pretty good right there. Should do well. Now if I reach up here and move the wire back and forth, you can see it slides. To prevent that from happening, I use this Velcro strap. I'm going to put one right here on this side. Just loop that up under and flip it around. And that right there is going to keep that from moving about. So now that one is good on this side. I'm going to do one right here and then on the other side as well. And it should really lock this down nicely. So I think I might go all the way back over here on this one. Like that. So already you can see it's not sliding around. So once I do the other side, we should be nice and solid. There we go. Now it's not going anywhere. Now you can see how flexible these are. If my stud needed to be right here, then I could easily mount into that, or here, or here. So it's got lots of potential. You could even move them out all the way if you had to, and I think it would be more than strong enough to keep this up. Now, this shelf is rated at 198 pounds. So it should be able to hold quite a significant amount of weight. So if you've got some heavy things to store out in your shop or garage, that should do pretty good. Let's take an up top look at it. So it is flat, but the hole size is somewhere around 2" to 4" and would let some small stuff fall through, of course. So keep that in mind as you're using this shelf. Got pretty close to level to my other shelf right there. A little bit off, but not too bad. Wasn't that important. Now I do want to see how well my door is going to close against that. I may need to put some kind of rubber stop to keep this from hitting too hard. It's going to hit about right there, but it's going to be pretty good. So apparently I have some rare form of lag bolt dyslexia, and I just totally overlooked these last two, which is what's supposed to go in that middle hole here. So I'm going to go ahead and install these. Sorry I misspoke earlier, thinking there were only 2 per mount. So let me go ahead and redo that, and we'll get all 6 of those installed. Should we go ahead and test the FLEXIMOUNT claim of 198 pounds? I, right now, with clothes on, am about 210. So if it'll hold me, it'll definitely hold up 200 pounds. So let's give it a try. Okay, yep. officially supports 210 pounds, but I would definitely stick within the rating of the 198 that it says in the paperwork. I feel like the install we just did in the lower shop is pretty good for understanding how easy these shelves are to install. So I went ahead and did the other one without you, and it's currently holding my extra foam up here on the wall. So you can stack these however you want or use them in separate places like I have here. Now in the past I have worked with FLEXIMOUNTS. I installed this corner shelf up here. So you can see it's got similar brackets and shelves that are much more, I guess, rigid because they don't have that sliding piece in the middle. But so that one right there is designed to go in a corner, whereas these are designed to just go on a wall flat like this. Now you can definitely stack these, or you can use them in different locations. If you want to check out FLEXIMOUNTS, I've got a link in the description down below. Great company. I've worked with them several times. I've talked to their customer support, and they're on top of things. So check that out. I'm Seth with Land House, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.